alive! Andrew Turner, teeth as white as milk and kept the same way in a glass.
Radio 1.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Stereo music. Radio 1. Where you'll always hear a better sound.
Yes, Holiday Tuesday, and this is Steve Wright in the afternoon. How you doing? Hungover today? Yeah, me too. Talk to you in a minute after our first tune here.
That is what we are. No one in between. How can we be wrong?
Radio 1, 88 to 92 megahertz FM and 275 and 285 medium wave. Steve Wright in the afternoon saying hello, hello. It is 24 minutes to 2. How you doing today? You feeling a bit hungover? All right, we're not going to shout at you. We're going to build up to this show slowly, okay? I promise. The afternoon boys are feeling pretty bad this afternoon. Let's just say hello to them. We do have quite a selection of afternoon boys. Many of them hungover today. Hang on a sec. Hang on, don't go away. Afternoon boys in stereo saying... We're so hungover, we can throw the drinks down. I love it.
Radio 1.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Well, we have an extra half an hour today. We'll have quite a lot of two in a rows and some regular stuff as well. The showbiz gossip is here. We have some stuff on Gene Kelly, Dallas, Paul Simon.
He's a wally. What a wow!
Don't take the attitude, please.
What a wow!
Also, Crossroads and more. More requested true stories and some fresh ones too. A look at the pantos, a look at the sales, the new film, surveys on memory today, and also what we eat. We'll also tell you about your health prospects for 1984. Plus Dial-A Soap, Mr. Angry. We ask who's the most beautiful woman in the world and why. And it's all coming up. What you got for lunch today? Turkey? Turkey sandwich? Turkey soup? I know. Well, I hope you had a good Christmas. Coming around to 19 minutes to 2. We're here until 4:30 as usual. We've got all the stuff on this afternoon, but we're going to be a bit more mellow for at least the first hour or so. As I said, we've got the showbiz gossip here. 2 celebrity trivia quizzes. We'll have the first one in about 10 minutes' time. We'll do the answer at 3 o'clock. Then we'll have another one for you. We'll also have a look at the pantos and the sales and the new movies. Dial-A Soap, Mr. Angry. Do we have Mr. Angry on today? Who can say? Who can say? And we'll look at the weather right now.
National Radio 1. Radio 1 weather check.
Moving right along with this here weather, cold and wet. Today, I'm afraid, around the UK. Scotland and the north is breezy and showers. Okay, y'all. Okay. The Midlands is partly cloudy and windy with rain showers. Wales and Ireland is dull with drizzle. The south is dry but dull, maybe scattered showers later. Right now, it's just 8 degrees centigrade, I'm afraid. That's only 46 degrees Fahrenheit, going down to around 1 or 2 degrees overnight. All right, we have 2 from Lionel Richie here. We'll have a look at some topical stuff in just a moment. Here's Lionel Richie and Running with the Night, followed by, hang on. Oh yes, followed by Truly, coming up. Lionel Richie and Truly before that, Running with the Night. Radio 1 at 12 minutes to 2. Good afternoon. Hello. Well, today's topical stuff looks like this. A very quiet day for business. Even at the London stores, they're reporting a very quiet day. And at the warehouses, too, where the sales have just started. New movies on release today. Jaws 3D and Brainstorm. The pantos are very busy, and the holiday companies are getting in gear this week. Do you know it was the warmest and safest Christmas on record, 60 degrees Fahrenheit in some areas, and drunk driving down by at least 30%, which is great news. Sad news about Ina Sharple's actress Violet Carson, who died yesterday, as you may have heard. And in the wake of another bomb in London, if you are at the sales in London, please, for goodness sake, be vigilant. All right, moving right along with today's bizarre story of the day. 3 drunken youths stopped a soccer match at Ilkeston in Derbyshire yesterday by running off with the football.
And now a true story from the New York Times. One morning in May, an insurance salesman on his way to work on Wall Street was standing near the open doors of a New York subway car that had stopped at a station when a short, well-dressed man entered the car. He bumped into him, then abruptly left again. The insurance salesman instinctively felt for his wallet, and he found it missing. Well, he reached out and grabbed the short man by his jacket collar. The subway doors closed with their rubber edges around the salesman's wrists, but he held on even after the car started moving and managed to drag the other man several feet along the station platform before the material of the man's jacket tore, leaving him holding a few inches of tweed in his hands. 10 minutes after the insurance salesman reached his office, still fuming and so angry at the incident, his wife called to tell him that he'd left his wallet at home. Another true story on Steve Wright in the Afternoon.
The Holton family in Bedford requested that true story, and I love it. Well, now we have a warning from the medical profession today, and I've got flu already myself. Have a listen to this. We've kissed Christmas goodbye. Now it's out with the old and in with the flu. Doctors warn today after the festive mild spell gets set for a sneezing new year. Colds and flu are likely to reach epidemic proportions thanks to a mixture of too much drink and too much kissing under the mistletoe. So we're in line for a stuffy new year, if you'll pardon the expression. One expert predicted it's the perfect recipe for catching germs. Oh, but what a way to go. I love it.
Saying all the things that I know you'll like. Lord, let me hear your body talk.
Holiday Tuesday on Radio 1, and it's young Steve Wright doing all the meaningful speech here in between these discs. I've got the flu. I've had a great Christmas. I'll tell you about it later. Who gives a damn? I'll tell you anyway. Rail travellers are quite well catered for today, as British Rail are operating either a Sunday or a limited weekday service on all regions. But if you intend to travel by train, it would be a good idea to check with British Rail before you start your journey. London Transport are operating a special service on both bus and underground routes today to cater for all the folks going to the sales. Thank you. Moving right along here. Ah, there goes the phone. Let's see who this is, shall we? Hello? Yes.
It's me again from Pearly, Mr. Angry.
Mr. Angry?
I've got a nasty throat at the moment.
I can hear that,
But
yes.
We're going to go out shopping this afternoon. We're
Are
going
you?
into London to go to the sales.
The sales, yeah,
So,
good.
I'll give you a ring bit later on when I get someone I can ring up. I might be going to my sister's.
Oh, yeah.
So I might give you a call later on when I get there.
Who gives a damn, really? We don't care about
Oh, don't
you.
you speak to me like that.
Well, I just
Oh,
don't...
you make me so angry I can throw the phone
I
down.
don't care what you're going to be doing.
Hello, Annie Nightingale here to tell you about a new series on Radio 1 called Annie in Conversation. I'll be bringing 2 people together in each programme, not necessarily from the same walk of life, for some sparkling conversation.
Well, if I do another film, will you be in it?
Absolutely.
And if you get a band together, can I play bass?
That's wonderful.
My first 2 guests are Rolling Stone Bill Wyman and actor Christopher Timothy, star of All Creatures Great and Small. Join me for the first of Annie in Conversation on New Year's Eve, Saturday at 1 o'clock in stereo.
Radio 1, Steve Wright in the afternoon. Stereo. Radio 1.
Yes, I know what you mean, yeah, oh that's right, yes, carry on, yeah, keep going, yes, that's right, yes, that's right, yeah.
Okay, yeah, can we get down to this or what? Jane Edwards, and I've got it. That's right. Get down the clinic then, love. 1 minute to 2, Holiday Tuesday, and we do have a CTQ for you today. We have 5 clues, the name of a group. You get the answer by taking the first letter of each answer to these trivia questions. Are you ready? Here we go. 1. Who played Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise in Star Trek? Who played Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise in Star Trek? 2. Larry Hagman, Jr. in Dallas, starred in a comedy series of the 60s where he was continuously harassed by a mischievous magical genie. Name the TV show. 3. She co-starred with James Dean in the cult movie of the 50s, Rebel Without a Cause. However, she died tragically a few years ago. Her last film is released today. It's called Brainstorm.